Yesterday we saw about what is a variable, what is a data type. Today we are going to see about what are the different types of variable that is available over in Java. Okay, so that is what we are going to see. So first, let me go for a recap. Okay, class ABC. Okay, for everyone, the font is visible now. If you're not able to view the font, if you want to increase the size, please tell me over there. Okay, right now everyone is visible with the font now. Okay, hi Ganesh, welcome man.
Yeah, hi Mulli. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. So class ABC. Okay, so here always a class will have a main function, because if you're not having a main function, we cannot execute the class over there. Okay, so always there will be a main function for the class. Okay, this is called as an executable function. Only if you have the public static void main, then only you can execute the program. So if I'm having over there my system.out.println hello world. Okay, if I have it over here, then only my program will be executed. If I have this in this place, okay, what will happen right now? There will not be any execution will happen. It will throw me in error because I cannot write any statements outside the main function like this. Okay, that is what. Okay, so next, how we declare a variable? Integer I, and then how we initialize a variable? I is equal to 10. Okay, this part is called as declaration. This part is called as initialization. Okay, then if I have here integer I is equal to I cannot have the same variable. Once again, I cannot declare. I can declare only one variable. So integer j is equal to 20. Okay, this part is called as declaration and initialization. Okay, when I'm giving it as I is equal to 40. Okay, so this part is called as reinitialization. Okay, reinitialization, this one. Okay, that is before I gave 10 and then now I'm giving 40. Okay, here j I gave 20. Now if I give it as actually j is equal to 90. Now what will happen? This is also called as reinitialization. Okay, this part is called as reinitialization. This is the main thing. Okay, so this is what. So right now there are two types of variable. So one is called as the global variable. Another one is called as a local variable. What is a local variable means? Okay, so local variable means, okay, a variable which is being declared inside a function. Okay, a variable which is being declared inside a function. Okay, the public static void main is a function. It's called as a function or it's called as a method. Okay, any variable that has been declared inside a function is called as a local variable. Local variable means the scope of the variable will be only inside this method alone. Okay, what is a global variable means? Okay, global variable means, okay, outside the function, if I'm having, okay, a variable, okay, integer k is equal to 50. Okay, outside the function, if I declare a variable, that is called as global variable. Okay, I'll write a new program for this. So class variables, then I'm having my main function, public static void main string arguments. Hey, hi Sham. So I'm having. So here I'm going to give integer I is equal to 10. When I give like this, what will happen? This will be called as a local variable. Any variable which is been declared inside a function, that is called as a local variable. Okay, next I'm going to declare a variable outside the function. Okay, integer k is equal to 40. Okay, this is called as a global variable. Okay, global variable alone is of two types. Okay, one is non-static, another one is static. Okay, so integer m is equal to 50. Okay, so before declaring the variable, I'll just give a keyword here called static. That's it. Okay, before giving a keyword, okay, before declaring the variable, I'll give a keyword called static. Okay, that's it. This is what static variable. Okay, this is also a global variable, but of type static. That's the main thing. Okay, this is what. So next, how the variables can be utilized. Okay, that is what we are going to see right now. Okay, system.out.println. Then if I give here as I, what will happen? Right now for me, it will print me 10 over there because my I variable will have 10. Same thing, if I give it as system.out.println, then if I give here as k, it will not print me 40. It will throw me an error because global variables should be declared, okay, sorry, should be used with some references. How those references will be used, all those things we'll see. Okay, so how the references will be used. Okay, for the non-static we'll see a little bit later. First we'll see about the static variable. Okay, if I give here as m, okay, this will throw me an error. Okay, system.out.println m. Okay, this is also a global variable, but when I print here with m, that time this will not throw me an error. Okay, it will give me an information. Okay, so it prints me 50. Okay, so static variables will be declared with help of a variable name. Okay, then also with help of the class name also. Okay, this is called as reference variables.m. I can use. Okay, I can use the global variable static variable alone with help of the variable name alone and also with help of the class name also. The best practice is always to use with help of the class name. Okay, why? In case, okay, if I'm having declaring another variable integer m is equal to 100. Okay, so now, okay, the same variable which has been declared in the global level, I can once again declare in the local. Okay, but this is not possible. For example, integer I equal to 10, which I have over there in the main function, once again I cannot give here as integer I is equal to 200. Okay, I cannot declare like this. Okay, this is not possible because in the local I have already declared one variable called I. Once again I cannot declare one more variable because it creates two memory location. For both the memory location it tries to give me I and then I. That time what will happen, it will throw me an error because actually when I try to call I variable, what will happen, it will confuse whether to call this one or to call this one. So that's why this is not possible. The same thing here, okay, this is not possible. Same thing here I mentioned declared as integer m equal to 50. Here integer m equal to 100 I'm giving. This is possible. Why? Means this memory location is different and then for this one memory location is different. This will be stored over there under a global memory location. This will be stored under the local memory location. So that's why these both are different. So now when I give here integer m equal to 100, then I am trying to print sysO m. Now what will happen? Okay, this time it will print me 10. Okay, here it will throw me error, this one. Same thing here, it will print me what? Integer, sorry, m is there, na? So for this one, what it will be printed? 50. Okay, because right now there is no variable declared here, m. So it will take this 50. Variables dot m, that also will print me 50. Now I declared m variable over here. Now when I try to print system.out.println m, this time it will print me 100. Because once we declare local variable, always when I'm calling with the help of only the variable name, it will always take the local memory only. If I'm not having in the local memory m, then only it will go to the global memory. Same thing if I try to print it as system.out.println variables.m. Okay, when I print it as variables.m, now what will happen? It will print me 50. Okay, because when I refer with help of a class name, always it knows that actually I'm pointing to the global level. So that's why here it prints me 50 over here. Clear? So any doubts on right now what I explained? Anyone has any doubts? Okay, so I told you about this thing. Once again, we'll be talking about the memory location level, how it's been allocating. But this one is a very basic one. If you have any doubts, I'll just repeat you. Anyone has any doubts or something? Anyone has any doubts? Okay, so first I'll execute this program. Then after that, we'll go to the next program. I'll create a new package. I'll right click, package, class 3 underscore 18 underscore November underscore 2015. Okay, so this is what. So now I'll create the package. So 19th. I created the package. I'm going to create a class. Right click, new class. So class name I'll just give global local variable. Then I'll click on the public static void main. Okay, this one I'll go with the default right now. I'll click on finish. Okay, I created the variables. So now I'll just delete it because right now I don't. I already written over there just for to understand. I just wrote this one. Okay, now I'm pasting. So this one I'll just delete it because I need to write all those things under the main function, and that's a shortcut I used over there. Okay, main control space enter. Now I'll copy paste all these things over inside. Okay, so for system.out.println SYSO and then space enter, control space. Okay, the next one. Next. Okay, that will throw me an error. M variables.m. Okay, so right now variables.m is throwing me error. We'll see over here. Okay, so this name is global local variable. No? The class name before here I was making it as variables, but okay, here it was variables. No? So the same thing here is global local variable. Okay, so I need to make it as global local variables. Global local variable. Okay, this k alone is throwing me an error because see, it will ask me change modifier of k to static. If I change this variable as static, then it will not throw me an error. Right now it's a non-static member. Okay, how to utilize this non-static variable we will see. Okay, so this is this way. Okay, right now I'm commenting it. For commenting you can give double slash. Okay, also there is a shortcut. If you press control and then forward slash. Okay, if you press control and then forward slash over there, na, that will comment the line. Multiple lines if you want to comment, you can just drag like this, then control slash. It will do like this. Another way of commenting is, that is, keep the cursor here, forward slash star, then till where you want. Okay, I want till here, na? Then star forward slash. Okay, from that line to this line it will be commented. That's the thing. Okay, so now I'll execute the program. To execute the program, I'll right click, run as Java application. Okay, so now I got the output. See, right now integer. So I'll explain the program one more time. Okay, there are two global variables. One is non-static, another one is static. Okay, then I'm having my main function. Okay, then I'm having my main function. So here integer I is equal to 10 I'm having. Okay, when I declare any variables under the main function, that is what? It's a local variable. Then system.println I. So now what will happen when I try to print, what will happen? The I variable is holding 10. So that's why it prints me 10. Okay, then k variable is throwing error, so I commented. Then system.println m. So when I give here as m, first it will check whether in the local variable do I have m variable. No, I don't have m variable. Still now I have only I variable alone. So now what will happen? It will check whether there is no local variable called m. Then it will go to the global memory. Then from there it takes the m variable 50. Then takes from there. Then system.global variable.m, when I give with the help of reference of a class name, directly it will not check anything over there in the local memory, directly goes to the global level and then takes m value and then prints me 50 over there. Then I'm declaring a new variable over there in the local memory. When you declare a local memory in the this one in the main function, what will happen? Local m is present over there in the main function. Now when I call the m variable, now what will happen? Right now first it will check over there in the local memory. Yes, in the local memory I have m, so it takes me 100 and prints me that 100 only. Then when I declare over there with the help of the class name, it directly goes and fetches from the global memory and then prints me 50. Clear? This is how it's been used. Okay, so now the same thing, okay, will execute with help of the memory location. Okay, so anyone has any doubts on this one? Anyone has any doubts on this one? Okay, so I'll go to the next one. If you have any doubts, please. Yeah.
1 second.
Yes, Raja.
I think you are accessing through class name dot variable, right?
Yes, correct.
I mean to say, like, if you create an object, you can access through object dot variable also, right?
That's right. That one I'll be telling you. The next is I'm going to tell you about that one.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay. So right now I told you only about this static alone. How to access the non-static, all those things I'll be telling you.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So now we are going to see how we are going to access the non-static variable, because now we know how to access the local variable. how to access the static variable. Okay, now we'll see how to access the non-static variable. So now I'll go to the global local variable. I'll create. So now I have going to create. I am going to tell you about, with help of the memory location, how the values have been created. So now class ABC. Class ABC. So now I'm having, okay, so integer I is equal to 20. Can you say what type of variable is this one? Okay, I'm having my main function over there, public static void main string arguments. Okay, can you tell me what type of variable is this one? It's a global variable which is of non-static type. Perfect. Then I'm having static integer j is equal to 30. Can you tell me what type of variable is this one?
Static.
Correct. It's a global variable which is of static. Then integer k is equal to 40. What type of variable is this one?
Local.
Local variable. Correct. Okay, so now we know how to access the static members. Okay, now we are going to see how to access the non-static members and all those things. Okay, before that I also want to tell you, okay, so first I want to tell you about the memory location level, how it has been accessed also. So now we'll see a little bit, we'll see the same information, then I'll go to the non-static. So now I'm going to print system.out.println j, then system.out.println abc.j, system.out.println k variable, then integer j is equal to 100, system.out.println, then here I'll have j, system.out.println abc.j. Okay, so we'll also see how this memory location also has been allocated before what we saw. Okay, now how the non-static member will be used. Okay, the non-static member how it will be used means I want to create an object for the non-static member. How I need to create an object means it's simple. When I give the operator name as new and then the class name new ABC, when I give like this, what will happen? This will help me to create an object. Okay, this will create an object. What is an object? Object is also just a memory location which can store values. Okay, so variable level, what means you have to tell what type of value should be stored over there. No? Same thing in the object level, you have to say, okay, what are the members to be loaded? That means I need to say, that is, I want to store the members of the ABC class. Okay, ABC, that is new ABC will help me to create a memory location. Okay, that is called as an object. Okay, then obj1 is the object name. ABC will act as a reference, okay, which will tell to the memory location load all the global members of the ABC class. Okay, all the global members. What are the global members? Integer I equal to 20, static integer j equal to 30. These two members will be loaded under this object. Okay, only global members will be loaded. Okay, it will not load the what type of members means local members. Only global members will be loaded. Now what will happen? This will have I and then j. Okay, now if I want to print the non-static member, I can print it like system.out.println with reference of the object name obj1.I. Now what will happen? That will print me the information. That is that right now it will print me the 20. Okay, which is the non-static member. Also I can so obj1.j, because the static member also has been loaded under the object, because global members I told it will be loaded. Yeah, yes, hello. Okay, so now the static members can be referred in three ways. One, with help of the only the variable name alone, and then with help of the class name, and then also with help of the object name. Okay, the standard way of using the static members is always with help of the class name alone. Okay, the thing is, if I'm going to declare the same variable name in the object level, sorry, in the function level locally, what will happen when I refer with help of the variable name alone means it will go to the local member only, because local only will take the highest preference. Okay, that's a main problem over there. Okay, local only will take the highest preference. But the same thing, if I refer with help of class name, always it will go and take me the global member only. That's the advantage of that one. Okay, so now this is what, okay, we have seen. So now we'll see how the memory location has been allocated for this one. Okay, that is what we are going to see now. Now, okay, when I going to create a class, so at that time for me a memory location, okay, ABC, okay, for that a memory location will be created. What is the memory location name is? It's ABC. Okay, always a class will have a static pool. Okay, always a memory location called static pool will be created. Okay, static pool will be created. Okay, every class will have a static pool. Okay, so we got this one. So what will happen in the static pool? All the static members will be loaded. What is the static member over there? Integer j equal to 30. That has been loaded now. Okay, only static members will be loaded into the static pool. Okay, and then public static void main, that is also what? A static member only. So the main function also will get loaded. Okay, both the things will get loaded. Okay, now what will happen? Once the memory has been loaded, now what will happen? It will check for the main function. Yeah, we have the main function. Now main function start to execute. When the main function start to execute, what will happen? The main function will have a local memory. Each and every time when the function, okay, any function which is going to execute, that will have a local memory. Okay, so main function now for that local memory will be created. Okay, this will be what? Local memory for the main function. Local memory for the main function. Okay, so that has been created. So now it's created now. Then now what will happen right now for me? Execution starts. So integer k equal to 40. Okay, now what's the thing means interpreter level. Okay, once compile time, what will happen? It will throw me any syntax errors are there. But execution wise always interpreter level only execution. Now integer k equal to 40. So now in the local, sorry, okay, in the local main, the k variable, okay, will be declared. Okay, for that k memory, okay, a local the variable will be created into the local memory of main. Okay, so now it's been done. System.out.println j. When I give that system.out.println j, now what will happen? I am referring only with the variable name. when we refer only the variable name, always it goes and checks over there in the local memory only. Okay, right now I don't have a variable called j. Okay, only k is there. So now what will happen, once if there is no j, then it will go and check over there in the static pool. Yes, in the static pool I have the j variable. Now what will happen, that will be printing me 30. Okay, now it will print me 30. If I don't have in the local memory, then only it will go to the static pool. Then abc.j. When I give here directly abc.j, so what will happen? I'm referring with the help of the class name. When I refer with the help of class name, automatically the first search itself will go to the static pool. And what is the static pool j variable? Yes, 30. So 30 will be printed. Then next, system.out.println k. When I print here system.out.println k, directly goes to the local memory. Yes, k variable is present, so prints me 40. Then next, integer j equal to 100. Okay, and I'm declaring a variable j equal to 100. So right now here it prints me. Okay, so it creates a local memory j equal to 100 now. Then next, system.out.println j. Now when I give a j, what will happen? Now it goes and checks over here. Here do we have j variable in the local memory? Yes, j equal to 100. So now what will happen? It will print me 100. When I have the local memory, it will not go and search anywhere. Okay, directly goes and fetches me the local memory only. Then system.out.println abc.j. When I give here abc.j, what will happen right now? Okay, just a second.